It is possible to chip away at first mover advantage. We've seen it in the tech industry over and over and over again. It's like, where's AOL and Yahoo? How are they doing today? So just because you have a monopoly today doesn't necessarily mean you'll keep it. MySpace is another example of that. There's dozens of them. The key is, are you, when you're chipping away at that, just saying, I'm the same thing, but come to me? Or are you saying, I'm doing something new and unique that no one else has done before, and I'm giving you experiences that you've never had before? So for example, when the iPhone came out, I mean, think about platform advantage there. They had no developers, zero. And Microsoft had all of them and 3 billion customers. So Microsoft's like, don't even think iPhone's a threat, because, Windows Phone will eventually be Windows, and, developers will stay in our ecosystem because that's where all the people are. And then 10 years later, it's like, app developers never develop Windows first anymore. They develop iPhone first, usually because it's the highest value market, followed by Android. And then if they have time, they'll put it on Mac OS and onto Windows. So it's like, how did they do that? It's because the iPhone offered a new experience that you couldn't do before. And this is why I look and say, well, where are we going to get the first mover or platform advantage for Cardano? Where am I selling them? Am I going to California and Silicon Valley or to New York? And no, because it's a false hope that you're going to get large scale platform adoption in these jurisdictions. If you're selling financial products in New York City, it's super regulated. So the people who are, yeah, exactly. The people who are going to win that game by default are Goldman Sachs and Chase and these other guys who already have all the licenses. The only place we've even been able to move the needle is a state where we changed the laws, Wyoming, to move that needle. So maybe we can build a market there, and we're certainly trying. Kraken just got a bank license, so okay. But you look at that market, it's like saying you're going to have a race, and I'm going to put concrete blocks on your legs, and the other guy is 20 years younger than you and doesn't have any concrete blocks. It's like, are you going to win that race? Well, maybe. Maybe if you're like the world's fastest runner, you might just win, but the odds are you're not. So we go to Africa, to Southeast Asia, we go to Eastern Europe, we go to South America. These markets collectively have tens of trillions of dollars of value. Okay, it's there, and there's billions of people. People are valuable, and they have no brand preferences, and regulation has yet to set. So you say, would you like to use the old legacy system, and rich white people in New York are going to be the primary beneficiaries and they get 9 cents for every 1 penny you get? Or would you like to use a system you own yourself and you keep all the value? And they're like, yeah, I think this new system has some merit. Let's go with that. So you get billions of customers this way. So it's not like you're convincing someone who has brand preferences or regulatory restrictions to move from one system to the other. You're taking a person who has to upgrade because they're going from an analog to a digital world, and to globalize, they need to enter some system, and you're giving them an option to enter that system. And those people collectively have just as much wealth as the developed world. It's just illiquid and inaccessible at the moment. I think our prospects are phenomenal, because what is my competition offering them? Centralization, hyper-regulation, foreign control, much higher fees, worse services and product, things that don't natively work, and also basically every time something goes wrong, they have no recourse.